Welcome everyone to the British Invitational breakdown here for the NXL Europe. So I know some leagues might be using this for different events and all of that. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. So yeah, maybe you're going to be going and playing in Europe. Cool. So by all means, let's jump into it. What I will say. And if you're coming over from the other field breakdowns for this, let me just show you again. Maybe it's the first one that you're watching. So what we're going to be doing here is everything from here over. We're going to consider the snake side. And then the Dorito side is going to be everything from here over. So if you're looking for the middle, we'll just have those bunkers in the middle there. But going from the snake side, we won't worry about this can. We won't worry about this this brick and everything in here. When you go to the middle breakdown, if you've come from there already and you're looking at the snake side one right now. But what we're going to be looking at is everything from here over. So we'll still look at all this craziness in here. Definitely some interesting stuff that we are going to be breaking down. So let's get into it. Get back to a normal height. And first thing when I was looking at this is this shot right here. So I know I said not the middle, but we're still going to look snake side from the back center because you want to see whenever you're walking a layout, what is it that can shoot you? Because it doesn't matter if you can take 13 bodies from a bunker if you're shot 2 steps off the box. So something that I think you're going to see a lot of is people diving and going straight into this structure here. Now, how they get there is going to be interesting. So if they are going out and up, obviously you can't really catch that. You can shoot blind right over here. You might be able to catch them, but if they went in kind of more of a shallow route and dove across, I think practicing kind of like a 1-2, depending on how they're setting up, is going to be useful. So you're going to have to figure out, okay, if you take a step out, can you see how they're setting up? Your snake player might be able to see that. Because if they are going to be taking the inside route, if you shoot too deep, you're shooting underneath them. If you shoot too shallow and they're trying to make a run to the snake itself, then, obviously you're going to be shooting way too shallow here. So it might be kind of a coin flip, but just know that these shots are not going to be 100% guarantee of someone getting shot. But the craftiness of people trying to come up through here, I think you're definitely going to see that happening. So as we are coming out, let me get off the box here. So we already know that the back center can shoot through here. I feel like running and gunning, you should be able to be okay going out to this Aztec until you get to here. So because the back center can shoot through here, you're going to have to see how is it that they are shooting. Are they trying to shoot for you, or maybe trying to shoot for a runner? If anything, this guy might actually, now that I'm looking at it, this guy might be the one that is kind of at a threat here of getting shot, because if they're going to be running and gunning, shooting back into the middle, let's say, shooting back into this here, they're probably going to be the ones that would get shot. Whereas someone that's running, if they can get past this zone through here, if they're diving deep, I think they should be relatively okay. Of course, someone coming here and then pulling up and shooting, that's going to definitely be something. But I wonder, actually, could they... Ooh, I'm going to have to try this. If you step out to here, it looks like you can kind of delay and shoot into this zone. Now, it looks like the other can is able to drop shots over here, but you can kind of come right through here and sit for a second and shoot into that snake zone. You can kind of shoot into the Dorito side as well, but they are... If they are going deep, you'll be able to see how deep they went, or if they went into the snake, and also maybe be able to see how they got in there, or if they went to the shallow route through this little thing right there. My guess is people are going to have to start diving to this Aztec. I don't think it's going to be easy for people to make it here as people dial in those shots, but. This is why we go out and shoot people, remember? This is why we go and try things out. Once you're here, you actually could be safe. So you'd have to be careful about your mirror, but I'm wondering if people are going to try to dive out and pull up to shoot into here rather than doing this float. I kind of like that float. I think it could work. But, you know, getting out and wide, I think is going to be definitely what you want, because you don't want people to beat you wide. And the issue being, well, on the outside, they can drop over the top from the home. The can is probably going to be shooting a little too high there, but you're able to shoot into this zone, which is, I think, going to be pretty important. This is probably going to be hot pretty consistently. So, you know, I guess if you're going to run and gun, having someone run and gun through here and shooting back at the back center as they are running up and diving across could maybe disrupt their lane enough that it helps your guy get out. Could you do that float here, though? Yes, you could. So I believe you can step off right here, yeah, and shoot right back into that that back center. Now, if they're tucked in, you're not going to be able to do anything about this, but you might be able to disrupt their shot a little bit. And it definitely looks like from the back center, you can probably bounce it off the can into the other back center. That would definitely be one that you would want to try out. I think that that probably could work. Okay, let's see here. Go back to, again, a normal height as we come out. So we already know about this gap through here. I'm going to go to the snake corner first, and then we'll go up and then go up into the starfish and all that. But as we go out, I don't know that you really have to worry about anyone running and gunning through here and shooting this gap. I think if someone's going to get there, they might throw some paint this way, but I don't know. Could be a possibility. So as they come out to this corner, so the can does have a shot here as well, and it looks like that can is also able to shoot into the snake. So yeah, there's going to be some danger zones, but I think if you switch up how it is that you're going across and getting into there, I think you'll be okay. This is pretty useless to shoot down the wire. There's nothing you can really see. They can just crawl all the way down. So let's see, is this guy going to help with anything? I wonder if maybe, let me look at the angle of it first. Nope, never mind. I was going to say bouncing it off there. I guess maybe if they're in the little brick over here, but yeah, I don't really see. This is probably a bunker that you would use just as a way of a different way of diving up into the snake. So you see how the back center is blocked out. So if they're shooting the shallow shot, sorry, it wouldn't be them. It would be the can shooting the shallow shot here, or the Aztec there. If you took the deep route and then overslid, would you be okay? Relatively. Now you have to stay low. So if you are going to do this overslide and come up, to get in here safe from that Aztec, you just have to dive low and crawl up, and you'll be fine. I don't think that they're going to be able to drop that shot in. I think that it's blocked out enough that they could then crawl up. So let's look here in this snake one and see if it's even worth coming here. Not seeing it super beneficial. Could it be something to wrap? No, I don't really see a reason to stay here. I kind of feel like if you overslide and just crawl up, just go straight into the next knuckle of the snake. I mean, maybe if you want to come here to shoot the cross to stop them from getting into that wedge, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's really the move. I almost feel like this is more of a race to beat people to different spots. Down the wire seems pretty useless to protect anyone, that is. Crawling around, could that can might possibly be able to shoot down. The angle I'm looking at here is this one. I think they might be able to drop it across here, so it's just something to check off as you move up. If they don't have the pressure there, once you crawl up and stay low, you'll probably be okay. With the wedge possibly, but I don't know, it might be just far enough that you're okay, but you just got to stay flat. Let's look here, get into the snake 3. Okay, this is where that center brick is going to be pretty useful. So this is definitely a threat for you. If you're in the snake and someone is in this brick, they can shoot through here. Now, you could Yep, you could do this. You could technically, if the can and the home aren't shooting this way, and I guess technically this little brick here, if they're in that main center brick, you could actually back up and then hop across and then crawl up this way. So that would definitely be an option. It'd be definitely weird, but it looks like that would work. So just because you are in that brick shooting this way and trying to stop movement into these Doritos down the snake, I wouldn't say that it's a guarantee that that guy didn't make the move. Now, if you have it where someone's in like this can or whatever, then they could shoot this channel, and that would definitely trap the snake. But yeah, if there's no one shooting that, I'm pretty sure you could just hop this way and crawl over without the Aztec. I mean, the Aztec looks like the home can sort of see it, and the can. If they're not there, you could probably crawl straight up and then come across and be relatively safe. So that could definitely be something. Let's see here. So as we move across, so yeah, so we have the brick is definitely a threat. So that's someone that you would definitely want to watch out for. Definitely the wedge. The other wedge isn't, they don't really have a great shot this way. So it's these two that are going to be an issue. Unless they are in this Dorito, you don't even need to worry about the other snake guy. You can still crawl low. And then if they're in this starfish, they'd have to be standing up right here. Actually, they have to be standing up taller to shoot down here. So I think you might actually be relatively okay from them as well. If you take this route through this way and then wrap, you could probably surprise the guy here, or take the inside and then go around and go take that player off the field. But we'll look at this in a minute here. So yeah, once you're here, yeah, this wedge, he can definitely cause issues, but you know, if you stay to this outside, I think you'll be okay. Oh, that can looks pretty good to hold this gap. The back center, if you shot and then you knew that they made it into here, you could shoot this way. Looks like the Aztec maybe. And then yeah, someone shooting down the wire. If you have a mirror, that would definitely be a threat. But it looks like you can wrap okay. Now, I wouldn't wrap and stay on the outside, because all they have to do is take a step out. They can kind of crawl out, shoot down the wire, and then they'll catch you there. So just be mindful of that. That would just be something for sure. Let's see. So as we make the move into their side, obviously if there's someone here, that's not good. The brick here could be solid. I'm wondering if the way to avoid that is... you're just gonna have to be crafty. So if you crawled up into this side, you know, you can kind of pop the top and then dive across, or if they're here, yeah, you'd have to be careful, because you're not safe from the back center until you're into this zone right here, and then the can see you pretty far into it. So yeah, this is not going to be a free move by any means, but I think craftiness on this snake is definitely going to be important. Let's look here. Oh, let me turn. Come on. Okay, so if there is anyone in the middle coming to their Dorito, you can smoke that dude there. Or if you came into the starfish and just came right here, let's see if you can pop the top. You have to come a little bit further back, which opens you up to these guys, but you might be able to get kind of a quick kill there. Guaranteed, though, is if you are in their Dorito. And I think you can probably stay low enough that they wouldn't see you until it's too late, unless they're posted this way, which I don't know that people are going to do that. And let's see... So if they have a corner, the corner here, they actually could kind of see down the wire a little bit, but it's not anything. I mean, you can just kind of chill and shoot there. I mean, just be mindful of it. You can't sit here and wrap. They definitely can shoot you that way, but Could you... you might have an inside route here, depending on where they're at. That can doesn't look bad. That can and that brick don't look terrible. I wonder if this is going to be one of those War of Attrition type snakes. Because now you're getting some shots when you wrap, but if you have someone down your wire, you're going to get smoked. Yeah, I mean, obviously once you get to their snake, that's when things get spicy. All right, let's look at here. So if we're coming up, we already saw, so that gap through here can get shot. They can shoot over the top, so you would want to probably dive maybe a step or two out, but you just have to watch the paint. If the paint's shooting real low and you take the deeper route and then dive up, I think that'll be okay. So really watching where the lane is coming in from is going to be important here. Let's see. Is there anything? We get down. Is it worth stopping at any point here? Nope. Nope. And maybe a little bit there. I mean, obviously you don't have to worry about anyone shooting you. And then if you pop up here, if there is someone there, you might be able to catch them off guard there. But let's see. I feel like what's going to happen is people are going to dive in, and then you're looking for how to come across and get that trade. So whether it be you try to come up over the top and bunker them that way, or if you come around, you have to commit pretty far and then get into their Dorito. I think that's going to be pretty deadly there. But I think with both of these options, I mean, the snake itself is definitely one of those that you have a lot of options to get in. Again, we don't really have a lot of shots here other than this guy, but if you can get them to start diving instead of running and gunning, because if someone can run and gun into this Aztec, then they can kind of run and gun across and keep shooting at that snake the whole time if they really wanted to. But if the home is shooting back at them, then I think people are maybe going to start floating here and shooting at the snake, and then can decide which way they want to go up, and if they want to go out or if they want to go up. Now let's see for the snake itself. I feel like if you're going to have a setup, you need to have someone... Man, this isn't really all that great. I mean, you'd have to hang out a little bit to shoot down the wire, but then your other guy in the snake is kind of by himself. So there has to be someone watching over. So if there is someone in that starfish or in this Dorito, I think you can be deadly in either of them. I don't think you're going to have any of those moves free without anyone seeing you. But yeah, I think it might be kind of a war of attrition there. So put in the comments what you guys think. And if you haven't checked out the middle or the Dorito side, make sure you go over and check that out. And yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. And good luck. Watch, learn, win. Thanks.